5. You ever get to that point where you move 5 feet and all of a sudden it just gets crazy? You know, I might as well get the music going for this, because we're about to light things up. We're about to light things up. We're going to light it up if we can pull it off. We're going to pull it off. Are we ready? I hope so. Yep, I had to. World famous. We're live now. All right. Well, we know what music's in the background. 24 hours from now, Tekashi 6ix9ine may actually be getting out. If he's gonna get out, the question is, let's ask the $1 million question. Is he gonna be really free in 24 hours? Because you know he ain't going out in public right away. I thought of this, and I was thinking, people are out there thinking, all right, you know, Tekashi gonna get out, Tekashi 6ix9ine, before he goes out in public, one, is gonna want to dye that rainbow hair. That's top priority. His first stop will be a hairdresser or his mother's house. The second stop, you know, is gonna be somewhere to get dinner. A new change of clothes, a brand new phone, and a little bit of adjustment to breathe some fresh air. You know he's picking up Jade, and you know he's going out on a whim. Tekashi 6ix9ine, 24 hours from now, is gonna be a free man, possibly. But how free is he really gonna be? Think about it. First, he gotta get adjusted to being out. That's the first thing. Second thing, on top of being adjusted to being out, Tekashi 6ix9ine also is going to want to get things done first. Don't forget, just because they let him out of jail don't mean he's going to go run and start clout chasing and doing that shit again. That's going to come later. You know it's going to come later. Now, what if the judge comes up and says, you know what? We're not going to let you out. We think you should do one more day just so we know you learned your lesson. You know what's funny about that? I would see the judge doing that. I would see the judge sentencing him to time served, but making him do one more day as a reminder. Now, I'm the first one to say that, but I'm going to tell you, I see that possibly happening. I know they're going to release him. Definitely getting released. I say he's going to do one extra day in jail just as a reminder of where he just was. That I see happening. And by the weekend or Friday, I'm going to say by Friday, there's going to be a big-ass press conference. Tekashi, his new management team, Elliot Grange, all of his real people, and how they're going to rebrand and get his whole life back on top. Tekashi 6ix9ine is going to go everywhere with security. That's a guarantee. Tekashi 6ix9ine is going to have 24-hour security any place he goes. He's definitely got bulletproof vehicles. The bulletproof vehicles, by the way, they're already bought and paid for. I already heard about that. That was online. Found it on Google. Tekashi has 3 bulletproof vehicles that he bought and paid for his new team. He has a brand new management team, okay? And a lot of places he'll be going won't be publicly like walking around. He ain't going to play the Test My Gangster tour like he was. But I'll tell you right now, he knows people are going to troll him. He has to be smart now on how he gets and takes care of that situation. What I see is this. I see him doing some trolling. I see him doing some reaction. I see him doing some kind of test my gangster crap still. But I also see Tekashi 6ix9ine as more humble. I see him more relaxed. I see him not doing crazy shit like he was. I don't see him going off the wall and like he did in the beginning. Now, if Tekashi starts saying, I'm going to put a 30-pack on this, I'm going to do that right off the bat, you know he got stipulations. He's going to be locked up. I don't hear Tekashi saying, Treyway this, fuck Treyway my ass, all that. I don't think you're going to bring up Treyway. I think in his concerts, though, he's going to yell out, it's fucking, and you're going to hear the crowd go, Treyway. I think you're going to change that to something else. I think he's going to change Treyway to Tekashi. So when he yells, it's fucking, they're going to yell Tekashi. I think that's going to happen. That I do think is going to happen. Now, do I honestly see, I know it's a little off, do I honestly see Tekashi 6ix9ine, making a comeback? I see Tekashi 6ix9ine making one of the biggest comebacks, bigger and faster than anybody ever could have. I see him putting out an album within the next 30 to 60 days. I see him doing a tour for the new album and for Dummy Boy and some of his old stuff. I honestly think Tekashi 100% is going to do some of his old stuff. He's still going to be repping all that shit, shouting out the N-word and all of his niggas and all that. He's going to be doing all that, He ain't going to be going, yo, blood, he ain't going to be doing that shit. It ain't going to be happening. But what I do see Tekashi doing, I see Tekashi getting his shit in order. I see Tekashi getting his life back in order. I see Tekashi 6ix9ine going through, trying to do the right thing. I see him trying to make a good comeback, but I see him differently now. I'm going to make a prediction. Today is December 17th. He gets out on the 18th, supposedly, right? Keep this video, share this video, send this video global. Do what you got to do. Like, comment, subscribe to my page. I'm going to tell you where I see Tekashi. I see Tekashi coming out more humble, more relaxed, more professional, around nothing but professional people. I don't see no more Treyway shit. There'll be a couple of other people that might be gang-related around him, but I don't see him repping blood. Me and my boys, these are my niggas, blah, blah, blah. He ain't gonna be doing that shit. All right? He ain't gonna be doing that shit. I don't see him doing that at all. In fact, what I do see him doing is I see him being a little more relaxed, doing a little more Spanish-style music, because the Spanish people and the Brazilians and his culture, his Mexican family and friends love that shit. Look at BB, baby, whatever you want to call it. Look at some of his other stuff that he's done. I mean, you go through some of his music. Hold on. Tekashi, Dummy Boy. You look up Tekashi, Dummy Boy, right? And you go through the songs and the people on there. Yeah, that was stupid. Okay, fine. Fifi was more relaxed. TikTok was more relaxed. BB was more relaxed. Mela, Fifi, more relaxed. They were relaxed. Okay? What was this one? There's so many of them. He's done so many. Oh, I know what this is. But I see it. Let me get it started. BB with the Robins, looking all retarded. BB sagging, certain songs, if you go through and listen to them, songs like this. Songs like that, I see that blowing up. I see people rocking it. I see people actually taking those music and those songs, playing it. Because I've been playing it all day in my car just to get the Tekashi feel. But Tekashi 6ix9ine definitely coming home in 24 hours. Or might get an additional 24 hours just to think himself a little bit in his head. You got to think of something. They're going to give him one last shot because they know he might troll. They know he might get wound up. They know he might do this. But will the record label really back an artist and stand for that? Yes, he can sell albums. Yes, he's a product. Yes, he's got energy. Yes, he can sell out. He could go to a place and sell out a 30-date tour. He could sell that shit out. White kids, middle inner city white kids are going to go come see that shit. All the Eminem freaks. All the white kids are going to be supportive on all these on Tekashi. People are just going to want to purchase tickets to go see him because he's been nowhere for a year. He's going to be loaded. But you know what I see Tekashi doing? I see him doing the 2 albums with Elliot Grange, making a boatload of money, having high amounts of security, like security, major security for his protection. Everywhere he goes, 24 hours. It's going to cost him $1 million a year in security. So he's going to have to work hard. But you know what I see Tekashi doing within 2 years or less? After he does the 2 albums, after he's done, I see Tekashi going to a small little place somewhere with his girlfriend, away from everything, and getting out of the spotlight. Cutting his hair, taking off the tattoos, changing himself, going back to Daniel Hernandez. I see all that happening within 2 years. Enjoy this run that's going to happen, because when it does happen, you're going to see it firsthand. You're going to see how right I was. Tekashi going to come out. He's going to do his thing, light up like a tree, make millions of dollars, and move him and his mother and his girlfriend to some place overseas, away from all of it. Or some little hick town in the middle of nowhere, away from all of it, where nobody knows where he is, where he's got security and guards on his compound at all time, and where he'll have enough money, he ain't going to have to worry about shit. Because don't forget, all you need to have in the bank to cover your security is $1 million a year. Now, if he goes out on a super mega 6ix9ine tour and makes 50 to 100 million, which is what was targeted for him within the next 2 years, 50 to 100 million. On 50 million, you can live on the interest comfortably with security for the rest of your life. So all that kid got to do is generate 50 million, and he's set for life. He don't have to do another song, nothing. And he can have 24-hour security. For every $1 billion you get, you have $50,000 worth of interest. For every $10 million you have now on 10 million, you have a $500,000 interest. On 20 million, you get $1 million of interest. So if he had 20 million in the bank, he's got $1 million of interest. There's his security money. So all Tekashi 6ix9ine needs is about $30 million to make total. He's got 5 already. He had $1 million when we went in. He made $5 million on Instagram runs, right? Instagram, Spotify. Just on replays on his music, he made $5 million with no tour, locked up in jail. He had 1 billion streams. That's $5.5 million. Elliot Grange just gave him $10 million to make 2 albums. He still hasn't toured yet, and he's still he has a bunch of endorsement deals that are in millions of dollars also. If Tekashi 6ix9ine works hard over the next 2 years and makes close to $50 million, you'll never see that kid again. Guaranteed. All he needs is $30 million to do it. $30 million. $30 million. The first $10 million, that covers your security. I'm sorry, I'm wrong. The first $20 million, you leave that in the bank. That's your $1 million security. Now, if he makes another $10 million, I'm sure you can live on $500,000. He can live on $500,000. Anything more than that he makes that he leaves in the bank, it's gravy train money. So let's say the kid makes $40 to $50 million over the next 2 years, which is not out of the question, because he will. If he puts $50 million away, that kid can pack up and disappear, never have to worry about anything ever again for the rest of his life. start a whole new life. Think about it. I'm right. Why do you think everybody's hyping this up? His plan, he always wanted to go to Slovakia, remember? Said it in his videos. I want to move to Slovakia one day. He can move to Slovakia where there's 4,000 people in the whole town with no security. Where everybody, they speak Spanish, I think, or whatever they speak. But he could go there with no security and be free. He had no security when he was overseas. He had limited security. That was it. 6ix9ine in the United States needs security everywhere he goes. But if he moves away, nobody knows where he moves to. Security lives in a quiet little house. Guess what? He can yell Treyway all day. Nobody coming to find him. You don't think Daniel Hernandez is not going to change his name when he moves too? You can have an address in the United States and then forward your mail under someone else's name over to you. It's that easy. If I never wanted to pay another bill, if I never wanted to know where anybody, if I never wanted to put a forward an address, I can leave my mail, go to a P.O. box, and have it sent from that P.O. box to a different address all day, and nobody would ever find me. He can do the same thing. Just because he's a public figure don't mean he can change his appearance and his looks, because he can. Shout out to Tekashi 6ix9ine, kid. Welcome home. Now, let's see if the change is going to be real, and let's see if my video is right. If it's not right, I apologize. But if I am right, I see him around for 2 years, makes $50 million, packs his bags, jets, never makes another song again. Because what's he going to do? Come back in 20 years if you're running with your mouth and you're going to pop out type shit? 20 years from now? He's going to be looked at as a rat permanently, even though it could be 20 years from now. He's going to be known as the #1 snitch in the world. You might as well move somewhere quiet and walk away from everybody. And although he has fans, you know what? You know where I see Tekashi? I see Tekashi in the movie business, honestly, doing movie roles. Oh yeah, don't forget, this is 50 Cent and his buddy, making a documentary, and he's getting $5 million from that. And there's a movie in the process that's supposed to come out starring Tekashi in the next 2 years. You know Tekashi getting a huge percentage of that. That's another $10 million right there. Oh, he still hasn't done a tour yet? There's Tekashi's $30 million I told you about. Like, comment, subscribe. World famous Peter TV. I'm out of here. Makes sense, doesn't it? It does. Have a good day.